Hi guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 5 of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. So, here's my review of episode 5 of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. I don't support Fisk, and I never will, but I did feel sorry for him when he was trying to see Vanessa in the hospital, since he was obviously worried about her. And since he wanted Daredevil and Bullseye to be brought in alive, he obviously wanted to make them pay for what happened to Vanessa himself. It was also big of Daredevil to want to help Bullseye after he killed Foggy in season 1. I also really liked seeing the flashbacks of Fisk and Vanessa and Matt and Foggy throughout the episode. When BB showed up at the hospital, it was understandable why Daniel got upset with her, since he had already been fending off questions from people from the press who were trying to get information about the state Vanessa was in. So since BB was also asking about how Vanessa was, Daniel was understandably annoyed. But when BB said she was sorry and told Daniel to forget she was there, it made me think about that even though BB is still using Daniel, it's clear that she cares about him and is starting to feel guilty about using him, but clearly not guilty enough, since after Daniel saw it being reported on the news that Vanessa was in critical condition, he figured out that BB must have leaked it to the press, since before BB left, Daniel told her that Vanessa was in critical condition. When Matt and Foggy found out that the warrant that was used to arrest Ray, who was from Foggy's past, was invalid, I didn't blame Matt when he told Foggy that just because the warrant's invalid, it didn't mean that Ray should walk, since he had done a lot of horrible things. But Foggy wanted to do the right thing. It was also nice of Foggy when he gave Ray money and told him to leave so he could get a second chance at life. Even after the way Ray treated Foggy in the past, Foggy still wanted to help him, and I really admire that. I didn't blame Daniel for being worried when he thought that Buck suspected that he was the leak and that he was in trouble, especially since Buck bought a saw and a shovel and drove Daniel to the woods, and Daniel understandably thought Buck was going to kill him. And he started telling Buck that he wasn't the leak and saying that he would do anything to prove it. But it turned out Buck wasn't planning on killing Daniel, and he opened the trunk of the car to reveal to Daniel that he had Kristoff's body in a bag, and asked Daniel if he wanted to use the saw or the shovel so he could help him get rid of the body. I also liked that we got to find out how Buck started working for Fisk in the first place, and he was hired to kill Ray, but he never actually did it, since by the time he got to Ray's apartment, Ray was already gone. When Daredevil and Bullseye were hiding in the church, and the anti-vigilante task force showed up, and Bullseye was telling Daredevil to leave him, Daredevil told Bullseye that he couldn't save both of them and left, but then he ended up going back and saving Bullseye. And it's obvious that he did that because he knew that's what Foggy would have wanted him to do. However, I didn't blame Karen for the look that she had on her face when she saw Daredevil with Bullseye. Yeah, she's not going to be happy in the next episode. When Vanessa woke up and Fisk told her that he thought he would never see her again, and she asked him where he thought she was, and she also asked him to get her a pineapple juice with ice, and he told her that she didn't like pineapple, I thought that she had lost some of her memory, and that the rest of the season would be her trying to remember the things that she had forgotten. But while Vanessa and Fisk were reminiscing about the day they met, it was revealed that Vanessa wasn't actually okay. And even though the doctors tried to help her, Vanessa died, to the horror of Fisk. And with Vanessa gone, it's safe to say that Fisk is going to be a lot worse than he already has been. And when you think about it, it is kind of Fisk's fault that Vanessa died, since after the nurse found out that Vanessa was awake, she wanted to do some tests, but Fisk made her get Vanessa a pineapple juice. So it's possible that if the nurse had done the tests before getting the pineapple juice, she might have seen that something wasn't right, and Vanessa might not have died. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Daredevil Born Again reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see my future Daredevil Born Again reviews, or any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!